everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about leads again. Yesterday we talked about Roosevelt Leads. One thing I omitted to say yesterday was that the prime advantage of Roosevelt Leads is that there may be an occasion when you really feel that you need to lead a particular suit, and you have the ace of that suit, but you do not have the king. So if you play Roosevelt, you can lead the ace, and partner will know that you do not have the king and will give you an attitude signal as to whether or not partner actually has the king. So let's say you're playing standard carding and you lead the ace, you've got the ace 7-2 in your hand, and you lead the ace and your partner plays the 9. This would say, partner, continue this suit, I have the king. And now you might be able to get your ace and your king right off the top. And otherwise they might have been gone forever because there was a side suit in the dummy that would have been a wonderful parking garage for declarers losing cards. So this is a very big advantage. You would, if you had ace king doubleton, you would also lead the ace followed by the king, and partner will know that that was just a doubleton. And if partner gets in, partner's job is to try to give you the rough. So a big advantage that I failed to mention yesterday, shame on me. So somebody just asked if I would repeat something that I mentioned yesterday. It's a mnemonic to help you remember things you must consider when you go to make your opening lead. And the word is spats. Remember, gentlemen used to wear spats to protect their beautiful footwear. And I think the covers were, easily cleanable, whereas the shoes probably were not. So the word is spats. The first S is for sequence, leading the top of a sequence. If you play Roosevelt, of course, you would lead the second one, the second of your sequence. The next one is P is for passive. This often happens when you've got, say, the strong hand on your right as declarer, and you have a couple of kings, and you don't want to lead those suits because you feel that declarer will probably take a losing finesse into your hand. And so you're going to stay away from those suits and not give the declarer any help. The next one is A for active. And that's the example that I gave a moment ago, that playing Roosevelt, you could lead the ace, even though you don't have the king, and check for attitude in your partner's hand. T is a trump. There are times when it's absolutely essential to need a trump. Often if you've doubled their part score, and either you or your partner certainly has some length in trump, and it's important to start to cut down their trumps. Or if you believe that there's a cross ruff, they each bid their own suit and settled on a third, that sounds like a cross ruff hand, need a trump. And then the last S stands for singleton. And it used to be that we only led a singleton if we had trump control and could get in quickly and then reach our partner to get a ruff. These days, the experts say, if you don't lead a singleton, you don't have one. So think about leading singletons. Instead of being at the very bottom of the list, it should really be up front and right in your focus. So that's spats. It's a very good mnemonic to help you remember what you should be thinking about when choosing your opening lead. Okay, so today we are going to talk about Jack denies. Some people call it coded Jack 10-9. Some people call them journalist leads, because these were popularized by two journalists who wrote about it in their column in the newspaper a good many years ago, long before I started playing bridge, I think. And the name journalist stuck. So we might know it by all these different names: journalist leads, coded Jack 10-9, coded 9s, Jack denies. Now, I looked up Jack denies in my little Granavetta book of conclusions, and it was very interesting. I think I read it there, but I certainly read it somewhere. Jack denies, and it said that's a little bit of a misnomer because the Jack guarantees that they have nothing higher. If you play these coded Jack 10-9s, the lead of the Jack says, partner, this is my top card in the suit. Now, you know how we often would lead, let's say we held King Jack 10-9. Leading the Jack is leading the top of an interior sequence. And that's a very common lead. So playing coded Jack 10-9 or Jack 10-eyes, the Jack says, I have nothing higher in this suit. So you know that it's not an interior sequence, but the very top. However, if I lead the 10 or the 9, that is not the case. The 10 or the 9 implies 0 or 2 higher. Now, if I led the 10 and I had the Jack and the Queen, which one would I lead? I would lead the top of a sequence and lead the Queen. And you would know that that was the top of my sequence. So leading the 10 can be very straightforward, or you're not really sure what partner has. But the lead of the 10 guarantees the Jack. We always guarantee the one immediately higher than it. And then there's a gap. And then we have either the ace or the king. So this is how it works. So let's pull up the hands for today.
Rosemary, could you repeat what you said? But if you lead the 10 or 9, it implies.
Here's the whole saying, the Jack denies,
Okay.
The 10 and 9 imply. So the Jack denies having any cards higher than the Jack in the hand. The 10 or the 9 imply 0 higher cards or guarantee 2 higher cards.
Okay.
So it's always 0, 2. The Jack, there's never anything higher. The 10 or 9, there's always 0 or 2 higher. So but it's always the touching card. So if I lead the 10, I guarantee the Jack. If I lead the 9, I guarantee the 10. And I've either got nothing higher than the 10. I'm sorry, I've nothing higher than the 9, or I've got the 10 plus some other honor, not touching it. So a good way to think about this is that if I lead a 10 or 9, it's either the top of nothing or it is lower than a tennis holding. 10 ace, an ace queen, an ace jack, a king jack, all of these kinds of holdings. A tennis is always 2 honors with a gap between them, 2 non-touching honors. But if I lead the 10, I always guarantee the Jack plus, not the Queen, but either the King or Ace. Now, if you can see any of those cards, you know that the 10 was the top of nothing. So let's see what we have in this auction. So 1 club, pass. 2 no trump. I have no 4-card major. I have exactly 11 or 12 points. Okay. All right, so West is on lead. Now I'm going to open up the card so that we can all see this. So nobody bid a major, and Judy has a long major. So that's what she really wants to lead. Which one should she lead? Well, she has more spades than hearts. So that's a good beginning. And she's also got a much better holding. So the question is, which one should she lead? Now, let's talk about our options. She could lead 4th best and lead the 7. And that I'm getting no spade tricks if that happens. She could lead the jack as the top of an interior sequence. So that's a possibility. Playing standard lead, that would be a very good lead. Wherever it goes, her partner will know to return the suit if she gets in. Playing coded Jack 10-9, the lead of the jack would deny holding the king. The lead of the 10 would imply nothing higher, or at least 2 cards higher, including the jack. So that would be a perfect lead. If we decide to play coded Jack 10-9s, the lead of the 10 would be a perfect lead. So let's put that on the table and make that the lead. I think we need one more pass from.
I just did.
Okay, thank you. Hasn't shown up yet. Oh God, here it is. So we're needing the 10. Now we're going to play the 8 from the dummy, of course. And now Marissa has to consider, well, what is this? What did her partner lead from? Did she lead from the 10-9? Oh, no, I've got the 9. Did she lead from 10-7 perhaps? That's a possibility if she thought it was right to lead it. She knows that that South has 3 spades at most. It's possible that North could have 4 spades. That would be 7. And maybe she's got 2. That would be, she might have the 10 and the 7. And she knows that I must have 4 spades. So maybe that's why she led it. In any case, I can't see what the South hand has. She's the closed hand. So I'm going to go up with the ace. And my hand is going to play the 3. Now, what should Marissa return? Well, she has 3 spades left. So she should really play a baby to give her partner an idea. And now what am I to do? I know the king is over here. I've got nothing. I guess I have to go up with the queen just in case. And now the king is played. And so Marissa now knows that her partner also has the jack. Because the 10, if she has nothing higher, she wouldn't be able to play the king. But as she played the king, she must have the 10 and the jack and the king. So now we know what's going on. So if East ever gets in, it's her job to play the 9, followed by the 6. So what am I going to play? What can I can afford to lose a diamond. Okay. So here comes the jack, which is now good. I guess I'm going to play this.
And I have to unblock.
Right.
Very good. So there was a question earlier about unblocking. Now that Marissa knows the whole hand, she feels that she must unblock. So she's going to play the 9. Not so easy if she couldn't see all the cards. 7. This is killing me. And the 4. So what kind of signals are you playing?
Standard.
Well, then
Should I play the 10?
play the 10. The 5 is too hard to read.
Yeah.
Play the 10. Okay, I think I can finally claim.
You can play. Yeah, end of agony.
What am I getting? 5 more tricks. Okay. Okay, so this is an example of the coded Jack 10-9 or Jack denies system in operation. We got to know Trump, and West was on lead and chose to lead the 10 of spades. The 10 implies that the lead of the jack would deny anything higher. The lead of the 10 implies 0 or 2 higher. 0 higher cards or 2 higher cards. That's it. There's no other possibilities. And on this hand, we were able to figure out that she must have, when she won the king, we knew that she held king, jack, 10, and something. Okay, so any questions so far?
Well,
Okay.
on the bidding on this one,
Mhm.
knowing you don't have a 4-card major, I don't think I should bid 3 no trump.
I think you should bid out your shape, and I think you should repeat your clubs
Okay,
and see what happens there. I might still bid 3 no trump. I might not. I might bid 4 clubs. I might pass 3. What have I got? 5, 8, 10, 11. I might pass 3 clubs. I might.
is a reverse better to show the diamonds being a reverse, or is that not a reverse?
Yes, bidding diamonds would be a reverse. So that's not such a good. What did I? Oh, I bid 2 no trump. 3 diamonds would it would certainly show longer clubs than diamonds, and it would warn me off. But I think if you just bid 3 clubs, I would now bid 3 hearts. No, I think I would bid 3 spades. I've got a spade stopper. And you might bid 3 no trump to say you've got a heart stopper.
Okay, thank you.
Now, we might get a more favorable lead. It was. Now here's another interesting thing. 1 club, 2 no trump. Now, if you bid 3 spades now, by agreement, that would show a singleton spade. And that might warn me that they've got 9 spades and I might be in trouble because the queen is tenuous at best. And if you've only got 1, this sounds like a disaster. So I don't know what we would do then. I might not want to bid 3 no trump. If you bid 3 spades, I might bid 4 diamonds. Because your clubs could be as few as 3. I don't know that they're long. And now you should probably pass 4 diamonds.
I considered bidding bidding 2 hearts or 3 hearts.
At what point?
Well, you bid 2 no trump. If I don't know if I would have gone that high, but if it were 1 no trump,
Well,
I would.
I don't know anybody who bids don't in that situation.
Is that right?
Don't is.
Oh, you mean over 2 no trump?
Don't is directly over a 1 no trump opener.
Yeah.
To disturb that strong hand from, who opened 1 no trump is to disturb that auction.
Yeah.
So we've already told our story, and now you're just laying yourself open for a lot of problems. So Judy loves to bid. I don't think she'll mind me saying that.
No.
She's got really terrific instincts. But there was a discussion about maybe a hand from yesterday, or a hand that she wanted to bid something that she sent me. And I'm just going to mention this because it comes up from this discussion. What I suggested was that if you pass the first time, this will allow you to discern whether or not they've got a game-forcing auction or if they're going to stop at a low level. And if they stop at 2 hearts, Judy could now bid 2 spades in the pass-out seat. Even if she wasn't quite in the balancing seat, if it sounded like that might be as high as they go, then she might want to stick her neck out and make an advanced balancing bid. But her suit was really terrible. I think she had 5 spades to the 8. And they actually got a top on the board because she interfered. But interfering without good stuff doesn't always make it right. Now, if the auction had gone something like a club, a heart, 2 hearts, pass to Judy, now she has my blessing to bid 2 spades, no matter how bad her suit is, because we never let them play at the 2 level when they're happy. But initially, we didn't know if they were going to be happy or not.
It's
Excuse me, we have a general question.
Yes.
On the convention card, where do you show either Jack and Eyes or whatever coding?
In the section on leads, there's space to write it. So where it says length leads, there's a space either side of that, and that's where I write down coded Jack 10-9. In the left-hand side of your convention card, at the very bottom, which is all to do with leads and defensive carding, that's where you can write it. Whatever your special leads are. And remember that the opponents are always entitled to know your system. They're entitled to know what conventions you play. They're entitled to know about your leads, if there's any special leads, and if you've got any special carding. Okay, let's go on to the next deal. Marissa, you're up. Oh, I'm going to close these cards. I know these ladies, they love to see what's going on and get to where they think the cards will make.
Well, I'm stuck.
So I'm going to suggest that we start this auction over.
Am
So
I going to bid 2 clubs?
I think that's a better bid.
Yeah, well, I got stuck doing the heart.
Got stuck.
But I always thought you were supposed to bid the major.
Well, we had this situation yesterday.
Yeah.
That we often get stuck if we bid the major first.
Yeah.
So 2 clubs says I have clubs and we're going to game.
Okay.
So no need to jump anymore, Marissa.
Oh, yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. No need
No
to
need
jump.
to jump.
I can say 2. Yeah. Yeah.
Now we can trot out 2 hearts.
Yeah.
No, because a third suit, if a third suit comes in, that means I need a stopper
Yes.
at the level of 2.
Oh,
No, this shows a stopper.
Okay,
The
so
first 3 suits are, oh, this is the 4th suit, right?
yes.
Diamonds, clubs, hearts, spades. So 2 spades would say you don't have a fit with either of her suits, but you do
No.
have a fit in clubs. So I think you should bid 3 clubs.
Oh, yes, yes, that's true. Well, she may have 4.
You should bid 3 clubs.
Okay, no, because she bid she bid hearts
Because
later. Yeah.
Here's why.
Yeah.
She knows that you've only got 3 clubs,
Okay. Okay.
right? She knows you don't have 4 hearts. She knows you've got 6 diamonds and 3 clubs. That's 9. She
Okay.
now knows about 9 of your cards,
Uh-huh.
maybe 10, but she knows about 9 of your cards. So now, but we're in a game forcing auction.
now can I bid? Is this where I could bid Western Q bid and bid 3 spades?
Yes, it's
Or-
not Western Q bid, Judy.
Oh, it's not.
So
Okay.
let's explain that. So I never know what's going to come up for discussion in these sessions, but let me talk about a Western Q. Judy's going to bid 3 spades, and it is a Q bid asking for a stopper.
Right.
So the first 3 suits are telling. I've got diamonds, I've got clubs, I've got more diamonds. Well, I've also got hearts. Well, I have some of your clubs. So the first 3 suits are telling. And this 4th suit is asking. I'd like to be, I don't want to be in 5 of a minor. I'd like to be in game, but I don't have a spade stopper. Do you? And the answer is no, she doesn't. So she can't bid 3 no trump. So she's going to go back to her diamonds, which are really solid. Now, sometimes when, when 3 no trump is not making, 4 of a minor is often good enough. But I think here that Judy's probably going to go to either 5 clubs or 5 diamonds and hope that it will work out all right. Because she's got a very nice hand herself.
Right.
Okay. And that will end the auction. So they arrived in 5 diamonds. Now, Judy wanted to know if 3 spades was called a Western Q bid. No, a Western Q bid asks for half a stopper. So in order to ask for half a stopper, you have to have Jack third or Queen Doubleton in your hand. Because between those 2 holdings, you can in fact have a hold up in that suit and win a trick. So you need to have Jack third or Queen third. So we are not playing Western Q. We are asking for a full normal stopper, not for half a stopper. And this is very important. I've answered this question many, many times to players at our club who refer to this 3 spade as a Western Q, but it is not. So you have to be very careful that if somebody says, do you play Western Q, you have to discuss it and see whether they mean a full stopper or half a stopper, implying Queen Doubleton or Jack third. So here, if they had said they were playing Western Q and Judy bids 3 spades, Marissa would accept because she's got Queen Doubleton and she knows her partner must have Jack third because that's Western Q. Okay. Okay, so 5 diamonds. Now the south hand is on lead. Deb, I'm sorry, you're not getting much work to do yet. So we're playing coded Jack 10-9. So I don't have the Jack, but I do have this like nice interior sequence 10-9-8. Which card should I lead? I'm going to let everybody see the cards now. We're playing this coded Jack 10-9. Which card should I lead from my spade suit? Remember that the lead of the 10 or the 9 implies 0 or 2 higher. So which card should I play? Shout it out.
A 9.
You have to play the 8.
Eight. The 8.
Well, the 8, if I lead the 8, first of all, we don't say anything about 8s. That would be 4th best. But I've got a better lead than that because I could play the 9. I cannot play the 10 because it doesn't meet either of the constraints that I have 0 or 2 higher. But the 9, if I lead the 9, which that's what I'm going to lead. If I lead the 9, this says I have nothing higher, or I have the 10 plus either the ace, king, or queen.
Oh.
Oh,
So
I thought it was 2 with a tennis.
well, the tennis is the king 10.
But I thought it would have to be like King Jack or Ace Queen.
No, it can be exactly what I have here.
Oh, okay.
So there's always a gap. So the lead of the 9, now Marissa is the declarer. She can see that she's got the queen and she can see the Jack. Oh, there's the ace. So what do I have? Well, she can't see the 10 and she can't see the king. Maybe the south hand has those 2 cards. So she declarer looks in dire straits. Thank God they're not in no trump. And what is my partner going to return?
3.
We won the trick. she's going to return present count from 3 to 753. She returns the baby. I win the king. And we're done with the suit. I can tell that they have no more. I also know that when the trumps are exhausted, these cards will be good if either of us ever get in. Once there is no more trump in the dummy, we might be able to play spades if we get in and rough her down, as the saying goes. Okay. So I think that's it for the defense. They had no diamond losers, no heart losers, no club losers, and they can claim. But at least we got our tricks. Okay. I'm going to claim 0 more tricks.
I might get the queen if they don't, if she covers the jack. I mean, I wouldn't cover the jack, and if she plays the 10, the king, I might get the queen. I
We
might
have the
not.
club.
Of what? Hearts?
Hearts.
She has a doubleton heart.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking no trump. I do
Right.
that often.
Okay, so we're very blessed playing on BBO because we always have the contract displayed. Furthermore, we can always click on it. It's over now, I can't, but we can always click on it to remind ourselves of the auction. So these are 2 big bonuses. No excuse for forgetting the contract or forgetting how the auction went when we play online.
Excuse me, a couple questions
Yes.
before you erase the hand. One person wants to know, in that 3-spade bid that you showed, if it's not a Western Q bid, does it have a name?
It's a Q bid.
Okay. And then another person said that he or she thought Western Q bid was only when the ops had bid that suit.
Well, maybe. I'm not 100% certain.
That's what I
But
thought.
I think it applies to when you're just asking for a stopper. I'll look that up if I have a moment. What's the next question?
That's it.
Oh, there was only one question. Okay. It's at the very end of the little book. Western Q bid. Here's what it says. It does refer to it as being in an attempt to reach 3 no trump. However, it would work equally well, I believe, in this kind of auction. Nobody has bid no trump, so we want to ask for a stopper. If you agreed to play Western Qs, it would mean half a stopper. Oh, I guess I have to bid 1 diamond. Very good. I think you should bid 2 spades.
Yeah, okay.
I think so, because you promise, you know, 5 spades and 10 points, and you certainly want your partner to lead spades if,
Yeah, oh,
if
yes.
you're not on lead.
Yes.
So 2 spades. Well, I'm going to bid 2 no trump because my partner said she's got enough to go to game. I've got a good stopper in spades. So I'm going to bid 2 no trump. My partner's going to bid 3 no trump.
Should I lead what I would normally lead?
Well,
I would lead my partner's suit.
okay, it's not always a good idea to lead partner suit in this situation because it gives me a trick that I might, not find it easy to get on my own. So I don't want you to lead your partner's suit, if you don't mind.
Okay.
What would you
So
have led
then
if you hadn't bid?
I would lead a 10, the 10 of spades.
No, I said, what would you lead if she had not bid?
Oh, a heart.
You lead a heart.
Right.
Using our new tool, which heart will you lead?
I would lead the 10. Wait, let me think. Ah, shoot.
So today's lesson title was Jack Denied.
Denies. So I have nothing higher. So I do the jack.
Correct. And now, of course, you wish that you had led a spade, but I wouldn't.
Right.
So on the lead, I'm going to get, hopefully, well, at least when I see the jack come down, I should be able to pick up the 10 of clubs. So 5 clubs and 3 hearts is 8, and 2 diamonds is 10. So, but the lead of the jack denies holding anything higher. And so it's very clear to, when you see the dummy, ace, queen, 5, it's very clear to East that I have the king of hearts for my bid. I opened a diamond, I've got something there, and you've got to protect your queen. You're always going to get your 2 spade tricks, and you're thinking partner must have quite long hearts. I don't have much in hearts myself. So you're going to try to keep a heart to get back to her at some point. Okay, so this is really just to demonstrate the lead. The jack probably has the 10 with it, but it certainly denies anything higher. Okay, if you lead a spade, it's going to go 10 jack automatically because the 9 is there, and they'll win.
Mm-hmm.
They'll win the king. I'll give up the jack, and now I'm going to get a couple of spade tricks.
Mm-hmm.
So
We have a question.
in fact, it helped me. Yes, go ahead, Paul.
Okay, we have a question. Why didn't you, as South, go right to 3 no trump? Your partner signaled that you were 2/1. You have 14 points.
Because it's always better to go slow. My bid is 100% forcing, but partner's hand is undisclosed. So when you're in a game forcing auction, trust me, go slowly if possible and allow partner to bid out her shape. So let's say that she had 7 or 8 clubs. I've given her room to rebid her club suit to show extra length in case we have a club slam. Here we just have 3 no trump, but it's possible. So when you don't have to jump, don't jump. We're in a forcing auction. So I lose nothing and gain everything by bidding 2 no trump here.
So I have a comment about Judy's instinct to lead her partner's suit, which I have done a lot of times. But when South bids no trump, South has a stopper, and often you get pickled when you do that.
Exactly. If you have,
And it's taken me a long time to learn that, to figure that out, but
yep,
the
when you
one
read,
time you don't lead your partner's suit, in my opinion.
yes, that's a very good point. Thank you, Deb.
Whoa, what happened? Oh, I know. You took all the, you took the hands away. I thought, what just happened?
You have 18 to 19. Okay, let's go to 3. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. I wanted to say 3 no trump. I was thinking of the stopper in, but you must have it. Yeah.
I guess.
Okay, so Debbie has correctly led the Queen of Hearts here. Here we have a solid sequence. So Jack denies 10 or 9 imply does not come into it here. We would unquestionably lead the Queen, the top of this very nice sequence. Leading the 10 would be completely wrong. Suppose she decided to lead a diamond. Okay, which diamond would she lead? I'm going to open all the cards. Which diamond would North lead from 10, 9, 3rd?
The 10.
10.
The
10.
10. The 10 implies 0 or 2 higher. With this hand, she has nothing higher, so we're telling the truth by leading the 10. What would she lead if she chose to lead a spade?
2.
The 2, 4th best from a broken suit. The 10 is inconsequential here. What would she lead from the club?
Jack.
The Jack, the top of nothing, top of a doubleton, if that she felt that was the right suit to lead. Okay.
Is it too late for a question from the last hand?
No, go ahead.
In the last hand, West opened with clubs and then went and bid 2 no trump without a club stopper. That's the question. How could that be done?
Because it shows her point count. I think it went a diamond, a heart, 2 no trump. I wasn't looking that closely, but what she had a Jack doubleton in clubs, right?
I think I had 3 little.
Yes, I'm going to ask a question. Have you ever opened no trump without a stopper in all 4 suits?
Yes.
Do you do it
Especially a
often?
minor.
Do you do it often every day?
Mhm.
So you just have to bid your point count with that hand. The fact that you don't have a stopper in all 4 suits is almost irrelevant. So your partner's going to take some bid. She's either going to pass. If she has nothing, she's going to go to game, in which case, hopefully she's got some clubs, etc. So we just do it on to show our point count. We do not guarantee stoppers in all 4 suits. Okay. So 1 diamond. Marissa?
I'm going to double. Just
Okay.
wait.
Well, after a double, a new suit by responder at the 1 level is forcing for 1 round. My partner is not allowed to pass. Judy is now off the hook. Okay, Judy's going to pass.
Okay. I thought it would cost me nothing to show shape.
Well, but if you want to take a bid, you have to bid spades. Because your double was responsive, denying spades.
Oh,
You know,
I thought it was negative.
well, actually, it's really a penalty double, to tell you the truth.
Is it? I thought it was negative.
Only the responder can make a negative double. So it really would be a penalty double because your partner promised hearts when she made her takeout double. And so it says that I'm not going to make my heart contract.
Wait. No. I promised all the other suits. It was a double, it was a takeout double mine.
So you promised some hearts.
and spades and clubs.
Correct. But we all know you've got 3 or 4 hearts,
Yes.
not 5,
Okay. Oh, yes, yes.
right? So if Judy wants to take a bid at all, she should just bid 1 spade.
But could I with a 4-card suit?
Well, you were willing to double.
Well, but I thought I was showing her diamonds and, clubs and spades. So by doubling and not raising the level,
No.
but okay, I'll settle for a pass.
Well, the thing is, Judy, that you've got a 4 count, a bad 4 count. And we have a live auction going. We have a forcing auction going. And you don't want your partner to punish you by jumping to 4 spades or getting that high.
Yeah.
So pass. Okay, so what is North going to do now?
I'm debating between 2 diamonds and 3 diamonds. I have 5 losers. I don't have a no trump hand.
Well,
But I think 2 shows my hand.
I think 2 shows your hand. And you'll be willing to take the push to 3 if you want to, right?
Right.
Okay.
Although I know you have 3 hearts, but I also know East has hearts. So I'm going to pass that.
Ha. My lead.
Right.
Oh, do I have to pay? No, it's my lead, huh?
Judy lead.
All right.
Okay, so now
Perfect.
lead of the 9 tells us what? 0 or 2 higher. And we mostly use these coded Jack 10 9s only against no trump. Only against no trump. So, well, I use them only against no trump. I suppose it's possible that some people might use them all the time, but I use them only against no trump. So the lead of the 9 says 0 or 2 higher. But it would, if she's got 2 higher, it would promise the 10 and deny the jack. And then she's got a higher honor, either the king or the queen. So I have no choice. I have to win the ace and okay, and the 4 and so on. And now I have to think, how the dickens am I going to make this contract? Well, there are 7, 9. Well, can I be hurt if I give up a diamond? Because if there's a, well, I guess, oh, I'm there, I just have to take it. I'm holding my breath here.
But you can see all the cards.
You can see all the cards. Come on. Don't make a comedy.
Okay, thank goodness that they are no worse than 3-1. So now I can cash all the diamonds. So my guinea pigs are laughing at me. That's okay, I can handle it. But the thing is that if they were 4-1 and there were 4 to the jack over here, I would go down.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to pick it up. So
Yeah.
that's why I was holding my breath. I could come to my hand with a spade. But if I lose the spade, they're going to cash the king before I can do anything, before I could even mess around. So I just had to hope. I mean, I know that Marissa is short. Does she have 1 or 2? Well, I don't know. Anyway, I can go ahead and make the contract. But what we demonstrated here was the lead of the club.
Yeah.
And when I finish the diamonds and they win the ace of spades or the heart, that jack of clubs is going to hit the table. I will win my king. And then when they get in next time with the heart, I'm going to lose a whole lot. They're going to take their hearts and get the rest of the clubs if they have any left.
Excuse me, 2 questions.
Yes.
Can you show the bidding by clicking on the 3 no trump south for this question?
Yes, yes.
Okay, the question is, shouldn't South redouble with 10 plus high card points?
I was very clear that redouble says I have at least 10 points and implies no fit in partner's suit. I didn't say that, but that's what it means. But a new suit by responder at the 1 level is forcing for 1 round. I want to get my 5-card heart suit on the table. I don't want to double and then bid it later and, where are we going? I don't know. So usually if you have a suit to bid, we should bid it. We normally redouble to show 10 points when we don't have a biddable suit. I also bid hearts because I'm not scared of her having some hearts. I've got 5 of them. My partner did have a 3-card fit, as it turned out, but they're all pretty ropey. So there's no rule that says because I have 10 points, I must redouble. I know that I want to get to game here. My partner opened the bidding. I've got a 12 count. I know where the missing points are. They're mostly in the east hand because that hand made a takeout double. So short in diamonds with cards in the other suits. I'll take my chances. I've got stoppers in all the unbid suits. I'm counting on my partner to have a good hand when she rebids her diamonds.
Okay, and then 2 questions from the next person. On the next play, should you set your spades up before playing diamonds?
No, I'm going to try to take all my diamond tricks because they're going to have to be thrown away. And the minute I lose the lead, they're going to play the king of clubs. And then what am I going to do? Now I have no ability to do anything, but I can get rid of all these useless hearts on the diamonds, keep my king of clubs, keep my spades, and then my exit would be a spade to knock out the ace, and then I can cash the king and the ace of hearts.
Thank you. Last question of the series. This person wants to know, why are you using the jack denies or the coded 10-9 against no trump?
Because it gives a very clear indicator to the defense of whether or not the leader has the higher honor. So it's a good advantage. Just looking to see if I wrote down this little tip. That's really the advantage of it. We all play it, and it helps us work out what cards our partner has, what cards the declarer has in the led suit. So here, I think it was the 9 of clubs that was led.
Yes.
And the defense can figure out when I have the ace and she's got the jack. It's possible that partner has the 10 and either the queen or the king. If she had both the king and the queen, she would not lead the 9. She would lead the king. Or the queen. The queen would say, if you have the jack, drop it under my queen. So you can figure out a lot by looking at the holding and seeing what you can see on the table. It certainly looks, when there's a singleton in the dummy, that that West led from length. If I don't know how many more tricks I'm going to take, doesn't matter. So let's give the defense. Will the defense claim 3 tricks, please?
Oh.
And 1 question on the last hand.
Oh, you don't want me to claim, do you?
Okay.
Oh, okay, whatever.
So
Yeah.
we both tried it. And now everybody can see all the cards. So thank you. Go ahead, Paul.
In the last hand, you bid the 1 heart. Does that always promise 5 or over double?
Promises 4.
Thank
Bidding
you.
1 heart only promises 4. Let me just reiterate. 1 diamond double. I have a choice. I could redouble to show 10 points and no fit in diamonds, or I could bid my suit. I chose to name my suit. If the opponents buy this, and this hand belongs to us, I know this hand belongs to us, but if they buy the contract because we can't find fits or something, and we double them, I want my partner to lead a heart if my partner happens to be on lead. I mean, imagine if it went, one diamond, double, redouble, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, double by me. So now my partner would be on lead against 3 clubs. I want her to lead a heart. I don't think they're going to be too happy in 3 clubs doubled. You're going to get a couple of spades, and we're going to get a heart is 3, we're going to get a club is 4, we're going to get a diamond is 5. They're definitely going down. Okay.
So I have a question on the bidding.
Okay.
If I did not have the ace of clubs and
Mhm.
only had diamonds with no entry, first of all, I probably would have opened 2 diamonds or maybe even 3, because I don't have the points to open 1. But I wouldn't want you to be in no trump without an entry.
If you opened 3 diamonds, right?
Right.
And I bid 3 no trump, you must pass.
Okay.
You have told your hand, and ace, king, queen, 7th, you don't need an outside entry. It's when you have a broken suit that isn't going to run that I need outside entries to help me get there.
Okay.
So without the ace of clubs, with a baby club, you would just open that hand 3 diamonds. And with the hand I have, I would bid 3 no trump and hope that it worked.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
It's the same reversed, isn't it?
Same reversed.
So,
So
I think I'll leave the 9 of clubs.
well, you're not going to be on.
I
lead.
know, I know.
So if this was the situation and South was in and North was in 3 no trump, what would Marissa lead from her hand?
the king of hearts.
She would lead the king of hearts, top of this very nice sequence. North.
Okay, with 15 points on 3 card support, I just go to 4.
Of course. So what is North going to lead here? No information whatsoever. Okay.
Are we
So
going to play it? Or,
I'm going to let you see how many tricks you can take.
okay. Well,
How many tricks?
oh, okay. Well, let's see. All right. I'm going to lose a spade. Let's see.
No hearts.
3. Maybe, let me think.
1 club.
One club. And that's it.
A
A
spade.
diamond. No. That's my ace of diamonds. So a spade and a club.
Well, it turns out that you can get 2 pitches on the hearts, and your queen. So the only tricks you're going to lose here are the ace of spades. So how come we're not in slam or even
Well,
thinking about it? Because Judy opened three spades. So I'm going to tell you that with this hand, you're too good to open three spades.
okay.
So I think it's better if you open it one spade.
Okay.
Now, it's a little tricky to, get rid of the clubs. A club lead would have really helped you, but she wasn't feeling that generous. And if you take the finesse, it's off. But I think you can work on the hearts, and you'll get one or maybe two pitches for the clubs on the hearts. So when you've got a 10 count, it's often a little too good to open, to preempt. And especially when it's a bad suit. If the ace of clubs was the ace of spades and you had nothing outside, then maybe that would be different. But here, count your losers. Two spades, two hearts is 4, a club is 5, and a diamond is 6.
6.
Most opening hands have 7 losers,
Okay.
and you've only got 6.
So can we rebid this? How, so I'd open a spade?
Just open a
And,
spade. And now
okay,
she's only got 13 points. I thought she had a bigger hand than that. But it plays very nicely. So
right, but how would we bid it? So if I open a spade,
one spade, a spade, and now she's got 4, 7, 10, 11, 13, 2 clubs, game force.
I have 15.
Oh, because I just played the 8. That's what's gone from your hand, right?
okay,
So she'll bid 2 clubs, game force.
okay, and then
You'll bid 2 spades.
2 spades.
2 spades, and now she'll bid 3 spades, and you'll bid
And
4 clubs,
4 clubs, okay,
Four-
and then she'll bid 4 diamonds.
and you'll bid 4 hearts, 4 spades, and now she'll ask, and she'll establish that you're just missing the ace of spades.
Okay,
And bid 6 spades, and on a good day you'll make it.
okay,
Okay. The thing is that when you knock out the ace of spades, it's in the south hand. And if I return a club to dummy's weakness, you just have to go up with the ace
and
pull the rest with the trump, and then play on hearts. And the jack of hearts is on side. So, I mean, play loads and loads of spades and see what they pitch.
okay.
And then you have a chance. So I think double dummy will say that you can make it.
Well, and looking at the cards, I can too. 'Cause
Oh, let me hide those cards. These ladies have eagle eyes. Okay, let's look at this hand.
I hate this hand.
Yep. But you have to open it. So there's only one thing. Good, 1 diamond. Oh,
You hate the hand too?
well, I've got 17 and my partner's, well, she's got 14, so that's 31. 17 and
Oh,
14 is 31. I've got a
Ah.
balanced hand. There's no slam, 3, no trump. See, when you know that you're balanced, there's no good source of tricks. So we might take a lot of tricks. We're going to get 4 diamonds and 3 clubs is 7, and a spade is 8. See, not so easy after all. Might not even make this. So what is Marissa going to lead?
I don't have a 10, I don't have a 9, but I have a tennis. Do I lead from my tennis?
or the unbid major.
It's my longest suit. But I go like 4th best.
Okay, then go ahead.
Yeah.
And you can see that on the lead of a heart, We can't make 3 no trump. So sad.
Oh, not 3 even.
You can't make 3 because you can take 5 heart tricks.
Oh, see, we don't know that, but
You don't know that, but your partner led a good suit, and well, you have to play the. Well, I would play the. I
The
would not
six.
play the queen. I would not have played the queen. It doesn't help you here, but I would play the 6. But Marissa's pretty smart, and she won her jack, and now she's going to cash the king. And the hand's all over for us. She can take 3 more heart tricks, and we're going down. A very sad day.
Rosemary, it's a pleasure to go on, but it's 5 o'clock.
Sorry? Oh, it's
at
11
11.
o'clock. Okay.
It's fast, actually.
So let me just wrap up then by saying that a lot of people use these coded Jack 10 9s, and it gives us information about the potential holding that the opening leader has. And so it makes defense very much easier if we use these leads. So the lead of the jack says, I have nothing higher in the suit. The lead of the 10 says, 2 possibilities. I have nothing higher than this 10, or I have the jack, don't have the queen, and I hold either the king or the ace. The lead of the 9 is similar. The lead of the 9 says, I possibly have nothing higher than the 9. I may have the 10, in which case I do not have the jack, but I probably have the queen or king, or even the ace. I led from that holding. So if you want to add this to your toolkit, you must discuss it with your partner. Be sure you understand exactly what it is and go with it. It's easy to implement if you decide to use it. Have fun and lead well. So that wraps up today's lesson, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. We can stop recording.